Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to rig the voltage regulator, USB, and power supply panel. I'm going to show you how to hook up the back and the sequence, and also I'm going to be running a couple of different tests with two different power supplies, voltage regulator, a 12 volt voltage regulator power supply, and a 12 volt 10 amp Dakota battery. Also, we're going to be testing this snap-on test light. We're going to be plugging it in the 12 volt power supply and make sure it works. And also I'm going to be plugging this cell phone on the USB port and make sure that it's charging coming on. Alright, so the back of this USB panel, when I bought this on Amazon, it didn't come with the wires already made. I had to cut some wires and pigtail them in there and make my own wires. It wasn't that hard. Okay, so the first wire is gonna be your positive. The next one's gonna be negative. And then the middle one is going to be negative to positive, and then positive to negative. Okay, that's the sequence. USB is going to be on the left, voltage regulator is going to be in the middle, and 12 volt power supply is going to be at the right at the end. So once again, from the back end, power is going to be the first one right here. The second one is going to be negative. The middle one's going to be negative. The next one's going to be positive. The power supply at the end is going to be positive. And the end wire is going to be negative. If you have this in a different sequence, it doesn't matter. Just follow the diagram and you can't get it wrong. Alright, so let's start by hooking up the power. Just make sure that this is working. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the Dakota battery. Okay. I'm going to connect it and just make sure that the power comes on. Okay. Voltage regulator is reading nice. USB lit up perfectly. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my 12 volt power supply with the test light here. Okay, and sure enough, my snap-on test light lit up power and ground. So I got power and ground on that outlet. Now the next thing I'm going to check is the USB. Make sure that it's charging. And sure enough, I heard my phone come on and the USB is plugged. So my phone is charging, the USB port is working perfect, and my 12 volt power supply is working nice because the snap-on test light is coming on and it's reading the voltage regulator coming from the Dakota battery. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my 12 volt voltage regulator and see how much voltage I'm getting from that. So we're going to disconnect the power ground and we're going to hook up the voltage regulator power and ground. Okay, just hooked up the power. Let me make sure it's secure. Good. There we go. And now I'm going to hook up the ground. Okay, so when I hit the switch, I should be able to hear my phone beep from the USB, making sure the showing that it's receiving power, and my test light is off right now. That should be on because I left everything hooked up to the power supply. So I'm going to turn my switch on. Okay, I just heard my phone click in. My phone came on. The voltage regulator is reading 14.3, which is working beautiful. And my test light is on. So all three items are working perfectly. Okay. And there you have it. The USB voltage regulator and 12-volt power supply. I will be installing this in my kayak within the coming days. Okay, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe and make sure you hit like. Okay, thank you and take care. Bye.